Okay, people, there was 2015, which I will propose you to do. So we got only few questions on the board to be discussed, right? So I'll shift into the board. So the first question that you asked to do is number 9. Will be on the next page. Yes. So in number 9, so here it goes. So it says which file or files given in the table 1 could be stored in USB storage device having a total capacity of 4 GB. So that least amount of unused space is left on the device. So they need least amount of space. That means you have to put as maximum you can. So the size of the pen drive is 4 GB. Excuse me. Right, it's 4 GB. So if we put A and B together, that will give us 1040 megabytes, which means it is more than 1 gigabyte. It is larger than 1 gigabyte. So if it is larger than 1 gigabyte, there will be no room for this. Right? So 3 GB cannot be inserted or can be transferred. So if the 1040 MB is filled with the data, so the unused space will be something very much approximately equal to 3 GB. Right? It's less than 3 GB, but it's almost 3 GB. So it's not the least space. So what we can do is we can go with the 3 GB and 740, right? MB. So 3 GB will fill up to certain point, which indicates 3 GB. So this has 1 GB is left with. So from that 1 GB, that means 1024 megabytes. From that, we can use 740 MB. So 740 MB is used. I'm going to subtract this thing. So it's going to be 284 MB will be left as the least storage. So what we can do is we can go with B and C, where the least storage will be there. Right? Okay, then the 22nd. Okay, the question is which of the following HTML tag combination allows to add a row in a table? Yeah, if you want to add a row in a table, it's a simple question. We are going to choose TR. Right? When you say TR, the couple, it will create a row. If you say 2 TDs inside it, assuming there will be some content inside this, so it will create 2 cells. Rather, this is the way that they are going to create. Likewise. So it's the first one. TR is going to create a row in a table. And 36th, no, 31st in the next page. So meanwhile, if you got any other questions, just let me know, right? First, an image having the size of 1:1, like 1 inch into 1 inch with resolution of 72 ppi pixels per inch would consist of, yeah, so like image they say the image size is 1 and 1 inch, 1 inch height and 1 inch width. So the 72 ppi means 72 pixels per inch, it says. Right, so 72 pixels per inch means you got 72 up to this row and as well as 72 downwards. Right, so that means 72 into 72 is going to be your answer. Like how it's going to be. Something larger than 4,900 because 70 into 70 is 4,900. So this is 72 into 72. Right, so this is 4, this is 14, this is 14 and 1 is remaining, 49 plus 50. It's going to be 5,184. So the fourth one is going to be the answer. 31st, let me cross check the answer. Yeah, fourth one. Right, so that means for this side there are 72 pixels, for this side there are 72 pixels. That's what it says, 72 ppi. All right, then from 31st, we are going to the 36th. So it's a programming question. Marks for 10 subjects of a student are stored in the array marks with the index ranging from 1 to 10. A pseudocode to calculate the average marks with 3 labels, P, Q, and R is given below. They're asking what are the P, Q, and R's. So we are going to add up the things for 10 subjects and try the average as well. So total marks for, in the beginning, the total marks is 0. Then they say for I equals 1 to 10. I equals 1 to 10 means I's initial value is 1. Then will be increased up to the 10. So it says begin total marks equal total marks plus mark Q. Like mark Q means like if it is an array consists of, they say it's a element with 10 subjects. So like how many? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So our array is going to be something like this. Right, so generally arrays are marked as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, likewise 9. Right, so then this equation will be total marks plus marks Q. So Q should be a 0 at the very first iteration. So 0 is a value. Values are defined over here. That means regarding I and regarding P. So from that, the I is the one which is going to change for 10 times. But here it is changing from 1 to 10. So when it comes to this position, you better say I minus 1 because 1 minus 1 should happen first. Right, so P, it's a 0, Q, it's I minus 1, and R is going to be average marks equals total marks divided by this. This can simply be 10. So it's going to be like that. Right, so, oh yes. Yes, I missed the I missed this detail. This range is, the index is starting from 1 to 10. That means you don't need I minus 1. You can just use I for this. Yeah. So like going to be P is 0, Q is I, R is going to be 10. Second one. P now, yeah, Chanuri, P is going to be 0. It is because at the initial point, total marks, when the program is starting, there is no value for total marks. Now, if you think there are marks like this, what they are trying to do is they are trying to take this particular one, saying mark 0, and add it up with the total marks. So for the very first time, this will be 0, this will be 10. So this is going to be 10. For the second time, this is 10 and 20 will be added. So this is going to be 30. Likewise. Right? Okay, no worries. So the answer is going to be the second one. Right. Then after 36, it's the 38. Yeah. Again, a pseudocode segment. So it says consider the following. Consider the following pseudocode segment. And they're asking what's the output. Yes, so we have to hand trace this. So a total is 0, count is 0 that they have taken. So a total, I'll take it as OT 0, count is 0. And the current odd, I'll take it as CO. They take 1. So it says while count less than or equal 3. Count is 0, it is less than 3, so that's 2. A total added with the current total. That means 0 plus 1 and assign it to a total again. So this is going to be 1. And so this line is done. Then it says current odd equal current odd plus 2. So current odd is 1. 1 plus 2 becomes 3. Count equals count plus 1. Count is 0. 1 will happen. And then since this is the very last line, it goes up and check the condition again. Count less than 3. Yes, count is 1. It is less than or equal, not equal, less than 3. So it says odd total plus current odd. Odd total means 1, current odd means 3. So once they add it up together, it's 4. It will assign to the odd total. That means this is going to be 4. Current odd equals current odd plus 2. So current odd is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. Right, and then count will be increased by 1. So count will become 2. So go and check the condition again. Count less than or equal 3. 2 is less than 3, so it's true again. Again, odd total plus current odd. Odd total is 4, current odd is 5. 4 plus 5, 9, and it will be assigned to the current odd total. I'm sorry, odd total. Then current odd will be increased by 2. 5 becomes 7. Count equals count plus 1. This becomes 3. Now it asking count is less than or equals 3. It's not less than, but it is equals 3. So still the condition is true. This is happening. Odd total equals odd total plus current odd. So 3 plus 7, which is 10. Right? Oh, hold on. I think I have jumped it. Hold on. Yes. So first it says current odd. First it says odd total plus current odd. So odd total is 9. Current odd is 7. 9 plus 7 is 16. And then current odd will be increased by 2. That means 7 become 9. count will be increased by another, count become 4. Now it goes and checks the condition. Condition is false now. So it envies and print the odd total. Odd total is 16. So the answer is going to be the second one. So let's cross check 38. Yeah, it's the second answer. The second answer, yes. That's true. Oh. In one. Right. So that's all regarding this paper. Right. So yes. If you got any incorrect things, just let me know, people. So yeah. I'll be out for 5 minutes, people. I need to attend my daughter. So I want you to try the first question of the 2015 paper, right? Do it as quickly as possible. Usually it will take like, it will given 40 minutes, right? And please try it as quickly as possible. Then we'll discuss it. And I'll go for the the foreign key, primary key problem as well. Right? So do it as quickly as possible, people. So the 37 is requested. Let me check the 37. Yeah. So the 37, it says how many times will the following while loop executes? So like it's asking how many times will the following while loop execute, right? So we have to count the execution times. So like it's having count indicated as 9. So it checks whether while count is larger than or equal to 3. So count is larger than or equal to 3. That's true, right? So that means count will be reduced by 2. So 9 will become 7. So this is the first occurrence of the while loop, right? And then goes and check this again. Whether the count is larger than or equal to 3 is larger than. So again, count will be reduced by 2. This will become 5. Second iteration goes up and checks again. Larger than 3 still, so it is true. So reduce count by 2. It will become 3. Third iteration goes up and checks. Count larger than, not larger than, but it is equals to 3. So still the condition is true. Count is reduced by 2. 1. So that's the fourth time that the while is executed. Now when you are checking the condition, it is fourth. So it invites. So this happens for 4 times. Answer is going to be the second. Let me cross check. 37th, yes, second one is the answer. Okay, so you can try the first question of the second paper. Meanwhile, I'll take the paper. Oh, it's there already. The entire paper is here. Great. Yeah, the first question is asking a main road crosses 2 parallel railway lines X and Y. An alarm bell should ring when a train enters the danger area and any of the lines from any directions. Right? The truth table below is given to indicate the operation of the alarm bell. Right? Copy the truth table to your answer script and fill the last column. Yeah. So they said P means a train entered or not entered the danger area of line X. That means over here. The Q indicates about the line Y. So 0 means no train in either of the lines, right? So not entered. So the state of the bell should not ring, because bell is not ringing indicates by a 0. So 0, 1 means line X does not have a train, but line Y is having a 1. So you need 1. 1 and 0, line X has a train, but not line 1, not line Y. But the bell need to be ring. Here, both the lines are going to have the train. Anyway, the bell is going to ring. So that's going to be the answer. So the marking scheme, yeah, this is the way. If you got this correctly, 2 marks will be given. Not 2 marks, 1 mark will be given. It's just a part of the first question. Then, is it? No, it is not a part of the question paper. Sorry, my mistake. It's 2 marks. 2 marks. Problem number 2. The basic rule in Boolean algebra is x plus x bar equals 1. This rule can be provided using a logic circuit with 2 inputs, OR gate and a NOT gate. Draw the relevant logic circuit diagram to illustrate the proof of the above rule. Yeah. So you need to illustrate this particular one. And when you are drawing the circuit, it's going to be this is going to be the circuit, right? So if this is x bar can be created using a NOT gate. So both the lines need to be go through an OR gate, right? So here it always receives U1. So the circuit is going to be like this. So if you got the correct answer, it's going to be 2 marks for you again. And in the next one, they have given you a particular scenario. And they have said a tourist take photographs of interesting places in Sri Lanka using the built-in camera of his tablet computer and saves the captured images on the hard disk of the device. Later, he edits the image using the touchscreen and copies them to USB drive. Identify and write down 2 input devices. 2 input devices, it says. 2 input devices and 2 storage devices. Right? So input devices, I'm going to round the input devices. Built-in camera is going to be an input device. And touch screen is going to be an input device. I'm going to underline the storage, the hard disk, and the USB drive. Right? So those are going to be the answers. Camera and the touch screen are going to be input. Storage is going to be USB drive and the hard disk. So 2 marks. You got it correctly. Fourth one is about some explanation regarding the networks. So they're asking you to check what is LAN, what is WAN, and what is MAN. So a bank providing internet banking facility to its customer to transfer money, pay bills such as electricity, telephone. So if you are talking about internet, it's going to be a WAN. An organization using an isolated computer network within a building without any connected to the outside world. Yeah, it is an isolated one. If it is within a building, so definitely it's going to be a LAN. Network linking a head office of a company in Colombo with its branches in the city. Yeah, if it is in the city, that means that is quite big area, but it is not bigger like the wide area network, but it is larger than the local area network. So this is going to be MAN, Metropolitan Area Network. So X is van, Y is land, and Z is man. So the marking schemes goes like this. And the fifth one, it's an easy calculation that they have given to you to convert this particular binary value into an octet. So they have shown you how to change it. Like these places, they have 1, 2, and 4 as the place values. Here got the same place values. Here you got 1 and 2. That's how the 5, 2, and 3 are being created. Oh, hold on, people. Some problem in here. This should be 101. Is it something wrong? This is 4. It can be given. Yeah. It says 110, So yeah, let me do it over here. So the value is 110, So these are the divisions. Right, so 1, 2, 4 are the place values. Here it's 1, 2. So this indicates 5, this indicates 2, and this indicates 3. So 325, right, in octet. Right, so if you got it correctly, 2 marks will be given. And the sixth one, they have said something regarding the ASCII code. In the ASCII code, the letter A represented as 65, determine the right representation of letter D. That's easy, right? So they say capital A indicates 65. So I'm doing a class, don't disturb. Go to the sentence. So like then B, C, D. So B is going to be 66, C is going to be 67, and D is going to be 68. If it is an ASCII code, it's a 7-bit representation. That means I need to represent 68 by 7 bits. So my 7 bits place value can be taken as 1, 8, 16, 32, and 64. 7 places. So how I'm going to create 68? 1 for 64 and another one under 4. So this is going to be my ASCII code. All other places are 0. This is the ASCII code for letter D, which means 68. So the sixth one is going to be with this answer. Right, 2 marks. And the 8th, it's a true-false question. So consider the following figure showing a mail sent to Pia, Najima, Meena, Tony, Kamala, and RCB, right? Yes, RCB, by the secretary of the chess club of the school. So, assuming that the mail was received by the recipient in the list, write down whether the following statements are true or false. So it says Kamala seems that the mail was also sent to RCB. Like Kamala, she's in BCC, so Kamala can see both CC and 2 things. So yes, this is true. Meena sees that the mail was also sent to PL and RC. Meena is in the CC section, so they can see, CC can see the 2 section as well, their own section and the 2 section, but not the BCC. So PL and RC. PL and RCB. PL is over here, but RCB is over here. So PL can be seen by Meena, but not RCB. So this is false. Tony sees that the mail was also sent to Meena. Tony can't see that. Tony is CC1. He can only see the two plates, but not the BCC. So, but Meena is a BCC. Hold on. I'm sorry, my bad. Meena is a CC1. So yes, of course. Tony can see the Meena because they are in the same CC section. So this is true. PR sees that the mail was also sent to Najima. PR, that is 2 section, Najima in the 2 section again. Yes, of course, they can see. So this is true as well. So the answers are true, false, true, true. People, I think I have done a mistake in the first one. It's not going to be true. Kamala and Asiri, they are in the same section. Kamala and Asiri in the same section. So they can't see each other. They cannot see each other. So this is false. My bad. Right? Because Kamala and Asiri both blind carbon copies. So Kamala cannot see Asiri, Asiri cannot see Kamala. Both of them can see the 2 and the carbon copy section. So false, false, true, true. Right? Yeah, false, false, true, true. The 7th section, it is asking about some graphic editing tools. So yeah, let's see. Yes, they are asking you to match it. The list is there. So first one, the crop tool. This one in GIMP we call it fuzzy tool, but here they call it magic wand, right? So magic wand. And this is the stamp tool or the clone tool or the stamp clone tool. Like, do we have some? Yes, clone stamp tool. Right, so it is clone stamp. This is used to do the moving. But in GIMP, move tool is something like this, right? So this is going to be move. If you got this incorrect, I'm giving you the marks for that because that icon is from Photoshop, not from the GIMP. Right, so crop, magic wand, clone stamp, and remove. Okay, move or else. This is hand tool. This is the hand. Move was not there. Move is there and hand is there, but hand is not there. A hand tool is there. Yes. Yes. That's what they call hand tool, people. Yeah, not the move. But anyway, you can have the marks for that because it's not in the GIMP. You can't find that in the GIMP. Right, so 0.5 for each correct one. So like, you can take 2 marks. You can take the marks for the 4th one. Okay, in 9th, it's asking consider the following 2 categories, A and B category. Category A contains the activity of the system, and category B contains the what it says. Category A consists of some activities of the system development life cycle, while category B contains some terms relevant to the activities listed under category A. So they are asking you to match. So coding, with coding, the programming languages are interrelated. Feasibility study is not in your syllabus, so we can keep it and go. System analysis and system design. So system analysis goes with the interviews. System design goes with the interface. So feasibility studies definitely goes with monetary resources. Right, so programming language goes with 1, and interviews goes with monetary resource goes with 2, interviews goes with 3, interface goes with 4. Right, so that's how you are going to have it. So 1 S, 2 R, 3 Q, 4P. That's the way they are going to the answer. Yes, 1S, 2R, 3Q, 4P. And the final one, yeah, this is also regarding some cycle number of the hand tracing part, right? They are consider the execution of following code segment containing a while loop. So it says copy the above table to your answer sheet and fill it using the values assigned for sum and n after the execution of each cycle. Now this is important. After execution of each cycle, right? So sum is 0, n is 16. So that of course not inside the cycle. So sum is 0, n is 16. It should be somewhere over here. Then it checks whether n is larger than or equal to 10. It is. N is 16 for the moment. So they say sum equals sum plus n. Sum is 0, 0 plus 16 is going to be 16 over here. And n is reduced by 2. So n will become 14. Goes up and checks the condition again. N larger than or equal to 10. It is larger than 10. It is 14. So sum equals sum plus n. 16 plus 14 gives you 30. And n is reduced by 2. So n will become 12. Goes up and checks the condition again. N larger than 10. It is larger than 10. So sum and n is added up. 30 plus 12, 42. And n reduced by 2. So it's going to become 10. Goes up and check, n is not larger than 10, but it is equals to 10. So still the condition is true. Sum and n will be added up, 52. And n reduced by 2. So it will become 8. So these are the numbers that you need to be there in the sum and the n. Alright, so let's cross check. Yeah, 16, 30, 42, 52, 14, 12, 10, 8. If you got this correct, 2 marks will be given. So see how much you got out of 20 people and tell me the result as well. Meanwhile, I'm going to the database question since we got a foreign primary key problem. Yes, Udamya, Sastrika, well done. Keep it up. Dinelka, Osanga, well done. Keep it up. Yeah, it's Dasit who have asked this question, right? As I remember, it was Dasit. So he was talking about the primary key and foreign key. Now, to when you are like this is the relationship in between primary key and foreign key. So like when you take the item table, you can see the item ID as the primary key. Right? So P1, P2, P3, P4, they are unique. So it's short in the numeric or alphanumeric manner. So we can take this as the primary key. If we take the supply table, supply ID, going to be the primary key. Again, the unique values, alphanumeric. In most of the cases, we just go with numeric values or alphanumeric values to when we are finding a primary key, right? And here, if you take the purchase table, date is different, right? So even though the date is different, it can easily be repeated, right? So we are not going with the date in case if it is not a specific moment or a special scenario. If they said purchasing is done, just only one purchasing will done per day, so of course we can go with the date. The date will not be repeated, right? And again, they since they are storing the date like month and the date, if they have gone with that manner, that this month and day can be easily repeated again. ඊළඟ අවුරුද්දට එන්න පුළුවන්. 7 and 8 in the next year can also be there, right? So taking it alone will be a problem. So supply ID, there are repetitions. Item ID, there are repetitions. So the much better thing is like taking these two together when we are performing a primary key to bits table, because with them the repetitions cannot be found, right? So if in case if we feel like if those two are going can be repeated as well, so we can go with the date as well, so it will be much easier. But when it comes to the foreign keys, now item ID is the primary key of the item table, and you can see the item ID over here. So this is a foreign key. So the primary key of a one table same as a normal field of another table. Along it is a normal field, even though it is a part of the primary key together. Along it is a normal, so that can be taken as a foreign key. And again, supply ID alone, it's going to be a foreign key. Is it clear? Okay. Right. Yes, people. So that's the questions given by the one of your friends. So it's done. And since it is 3:52, I'm not going to continue further with any questions. So since it is the last day, we can see to an end of this session. So yeah, so like you are ready now, people. So small advices for the examination. You are all ready, and you are very confident to go with paper, so don't worry about it, right? I have experience, I have seen the way you have explained things, the way you have tried things, right? The marks that you have taken, I think honestly those are the marks that you have collected, being honest to yourself, right? So with that you will be going, or you are going to take the best results that you can take, right? So you are confident enough to go and do your best. You all got the competencies to go for the best results, right? So don't worry. I wish you good luck, right? And thank you very much for this experience. We have performed these online classes now for almost 2 years, right? Like more than 2 years actually, right? So it's like 2.5 months to 2.5 years. So thank you very much, right? And yeah, we have some of the colleagues from the startups, and some are from the IME Institute, and some are from Nanopathy Institute, right? So anyhow, all of you gave me a very nice experience of teaching through the online. So thank you very much, everyone. Right, yes, and I took a photo of every batch that I have teached myself. So, but in online we can only take a screenshot. So if you are ready to have a screenshot, please on your video, people. So I can on mine and have a nice screenshot to see or like to be like that, to have a memory about my online class, right? So I'll give you a moment or two, minute or two to get ready with that. Then please on your camera, if you have a camera, I think every one of you are having a webcam in front of you, right? If not, really sorry for that. So we can have a group photo for the very last time. So yeah, so whenever you are ready, I'm ready, right? And if you got any questions meanwhile, you can ask always. Yes, yes, Sasrika, thank you very much. Yes, Yasiru, thank you very much as well. Yes, Chanuri, thank you very much. So, yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. People, can we have our group photo? Are you ready to have that? I don't think you are. Okay, Yasiru, hard luck on you. Yeah, Dinelka, thank you very much too, Dua. So let me end the sharing so I can on my camera. I hope I will be having enough light to do this. Oh yes. Oh my God, I'm getting a background saying quiz competition. Let me change that. Let me change that. People, so hello and hi for the last time on the grade 11 sessions. So how about you people? Ah yes, does it does not have a one? Never mind. So I can capture your names over here. So hold on. Let me choose a different background. Okay. So let me have my screenshot. So yeah. So thank you very much, everyone. Never mind, Tilini. I'm just capture you guys over here. Yes. Or not paint 3D. I need just paint. Okay. So I have mine. Yes. That's nice, Suzu. All right, people. So thank you very much. And good luck for everyone. Give your best shot and be confident in the examination paper. I wish you all the best. So thank you very much and bye bye for a little while, right? So if you are going to do ICT A levels, maybe I will meet you again. So thank you very much, everyone. I won't be seeing you in next week, definitely, but we will be seen at somewhere, right? Okay, everyone. So thank you very much. So best of luck again. Yes, Suzu. Okay, everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, 3 birds are there.
But it's not big enough.
Isn't it?
No.
No, I thought it's big enough.
See the